Hey, how's it going, sports bettors? My name is Matt Modi. I am a content producer and betting analyst for OddsJam.com. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the secrets of DraftKings Sportsbook. Secrets, hacks, tips, and tricks, stuff like that, that might not seem obvious to the people that are using DraftKings if you haven't used it a ton. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Again, Matt Modi with OddsJam. If you want to follow me on the social medias, you can at my Twitter handle you see next to my video here at Jedi Modi. Just a little bit of a Star Wars shout out. So let's get into it. The very, very first thing that I don't think a ton of people know about is how to search for bets. So this comes in handy when you're betting some random college football or random college basketball game. Also helps me out a ton when I'm trying to bet on tennis or soccer. Instead of going through each of the individual leagues and trying to find a play, you can actually search for it. And the way you do it is by this DK social bar at the bottom right you see on the screen here, right here. I'll be honest, I didn't know about this for the longest time when I was using DraftKings. So I would do the annoying thing and try to go in each individual league because I bet a ton of tennis. Tennis is incredibly profitable. I've made a ton of money on tennis using OddsJam to find these profitable bets for tennis. So it would have helped me out a ton if I had learned this earlier, but all you need to do is just search in this little search bar here. So I know that a player, Diego Schwartzman, has a tennis match when I'm recording this today. So you type in his name, you click enter, and you have to make sure you go to the correct sport. So I'm going to make sure I go to tennis. And there we have it. Jensen Brooksby versus Diego Schwartzman. View all bets for this event. And then it will take you to the screen where you can place all bets for that event. Exactly what it sounds like. And then you can search for like random college basketball. Like I know Texas Tech has a big game today. So I'm going to type in Texas Tech. I'm going to click enter. Again, make sure I go to the sport basketball. And here we have it. Texas Tech versus Iowa State. So this search bar, I don't think it's widely known at DraftKings, but it's incredibly helpful to use. So I definitely recommend it. I think that is, like I said, probably the most secret hack when it comes to using DraftKings. Another thing that I really like about DraftKings over any other sportsbook is the way they have their markets set up, I should say. So for most sportsbooks, if you want to look at player props, you have to click into the individual game and then kind of go through each game. Like, okay, let's look at the player props for the Pistons-Sixers game. Next, okay, let's look for the Hornets-Raptors. Well, what DraftKings allows you to do is if you just click on the market you're looking for, so in this case, let's pretend we're looking for player points. You just click that, and then it pulls up the player points market for every single game. So you don't need to scan each game individually. You can do it for every game, and you can do that for every player prop, rebounds, assists, 3-pointers. I also like the head-to-head player props as well. You can do like spread, total, and money line on head-to-head points, assists, rebounds, which is really cool. So it's like they give you these main lines specifically for head-to-head matchups, which again, I think that's really cool. And then, yeah, it's a really easy way to look at all markets for all the games on one screen. Because I used to do this a ton when I was first betting, like for football. I don't know if they have odds up yet when I'm recording this, but I used to love looking at anytime touchdown score props on one screen, just specifically with DraftKings. So they don't have this market up when I'm recording this. Now, OddsJam has a way you can look at this a specific market and look at where every single sportsbook, not just DraftKings, is pricing that market. If you just go to oddsjam.com, you click screen at the top here, then you click the market. So like if I want to click anytime touchdown score, it'll pull up where every single sportsbook is pricing the anytime touchdown score market, as you can see. And that's for every sportsbook. But for those of you that don't have the screen or didn't know about that, you can do that directly on DraftKings, which is cool. And I also like how they have all of the markets up here on the top, pretty easy to sort through. Off-season specials are always fun. Where does Derek Carr take his next snap? Who is the next head coach for different teams like the Cardinals, looks like the Panthers, the Broncos, the Colts. So that's kind of stuff is fun. And then I also like where they had where is it? I was looking for like playoff specials, and weekly specials are also really fun. Playoff specials is more like who has, I mean, is more playoff whole. So like the entire landscape of the playoffs, not just the individual week, but like who will have the most passing, rushing, receiving yards. Weekly specials are cool too. They basically kind of give you pre-built parlays. Now you want to make sure that the parlay themselves are profitable. You don't just want to blindly take these. But the weekly specials part is kind of fun. And they have that for all sports, right? Not just, they don't have it just for the NFL. Like if you want to go to the NBA, they have, looks like they have DK specials as well. This one is, well, Donovan Mitchell score. It's a super boost, score 25 plus points and 3 plus 3-pointers made. This is a super boost that DraftKings is offering. So that's kind of how you navigate the markets themselves. And then if you want to look at like individual promotions, you just click this promos option up here, and it'll take you to exactly what it sounds like, all the promotions. So $5 same game parlay bonus bet. Same thing for the NFL. Here's a super boost that we just saw for Donovan Mitchell. You can get a 50% profit boost on Kansas or Wisconsin to win outright tonight. 50% profit boost. It's almost guaranteed to be profitable either way, but you want to make sure you go in to OddsJam and do all that work yourselves. So the promos, regardless, is just click here in the promos option. The DraftKings Marketplace is kind of cool, as well as the crowns. The crowns is DraftKings' way of giving you like a rewards points. So 31,000 crowns sounds like a lot, but when you click into it, it's actually the equivalent, I think, of $57. So it's not exactly a ton. And the way you can earn crowns, exactly what it sounds like, the more money you bet with DraftKings. Now they give you a different amount of crowns for different types of bets, which if you want to look into that, just go to their rewards program and you can see. But really all you need to know, the more money you bet, the more crowns they give you, and you can convert those crowns into DraftKings dollars. Now, the marketplace is the last thing that I don't think a ton of people know about. And I'll be honest, I don't use the DraftKings marketplace a ton. As you can tell, I need to agree to all this stuff. It's basically where they sell a bunch of NFTs, which if you're into that or not, they can have some cool ones, like a bunch of Patrick Mahomes one. I just saw a bunch of Dak Prescott ones as well. This is all available on the DraftKings marketplace. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about specifically with DraftKings is back to this social bar here. They are basically creating their own social media directly on DraftKings. So if you want to follow certain people, like I don't follow anybody, but if you want to follow, some famous people, you can follow their bets, their posts, all that good stuff. And you can also search, like the search function doesn't just apply to finding bets themselves. It's users, it's posts, then it's the marketplace as well. Like if you're looking for a specific type of NFT or whatever, you can do that. But the main thing to highlight, and I think the stuff that'll come the most handy specifically with DraftKings, is the search function here, which is in beta mode. So probably why I couldn't find it for all those years. Navigating the different player props all on one screen is really cool. Like first basket, you can just do all on one screen. And then how to find the specials and promotions as well. Because DraftKings, along with FanDuel, they offer a ton of different types of promos and specials and stuff like that. So those are definitely the main things, but hopefully everything on here was helpful, was beneficial. If you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate it if you could just like the video, comment, and subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. That helps me out a ton. Any feedback, hit me up in the comments. And then if you want to find me on Twitter, where I post a bunch of bets and a bunch of nonsense, it's at my Twitter handle you see on the next to the camera here at Jedi Modi. I'm on Picket, which is specifically just bets that I'm placing at OddsJam Matt. But that is all I got for you guys. So appreciate everybody watching, and have a good one.